Hello, my name is Divyansh Ketan, and I've developed this project called Course Management System. So when COVID-19 started, I noticed that in my college, various people were using the Canvas e-learning management system. So I decided to, for learning purposes, I would clone some features of that project and make my own course management system, just so I can learn about various libraries of React and Node.js, and also learn about the Material UI library. I've used MySQL for databases, and these are the various tables that I've used. So let's begin. So this is what the sign up page looks like. It uses a star to notify that these fields are compulsory. The first name, last name, roll number that would be assigned by the institute. A teacher would be assigned the instructor number, the email address, and the password. If a user already exists, based on the email address, we would be notified with an error message that a particular email has already been registered. For example, if I try, so right. So as a student, I tried. This shows me that the user already exists. Right. Now going back to the login page. Um, this is the login page. Here we need to select whether we are a student or a faculty, right? Um, so this is the My Account section. Here we can modify our first name and the last name. We cannot edit the user type because it's linked to an account. So these are grayed out, right? You cannot edit them. You cannot edit the roll number 2 because this is a unique identifier for a particular user. You can edit the email address because maybe the person has entered a wrong email, or maybe the institute has changed the email address pattern for a particular user, so they can edit. And there's the new password field. So if we want to change the password, you need to enter into this field a new password and press the save button. And if you don't want to change, we can just go back to the main page. Right. So as you can see that we have three main features: the courses, the assignments, and the quizzes. For example, if you want to add a new wait, let me just um, course students. Right. Let me log in with another account because this account has been used for much more for testing. Right. So see, I've entered into this field into Abhishek's account. Right. So if we want to add a new course, we'll click on add new course and we'll be presented with all the courses that are available to us. For example, this is the CS2003, the course code for database management system. We'll click on join and then then the course will be added to our list. Right. All the available courses that we have enrolled into will be presented here, and we can click on the course to get information about that particular course. For example, the course ID, the instructor name, and how many quizzes there have been held into the course, and what is the total number of assignments, the marks scored in the assignment. For example, what will be the total marks that are scored. For example, if a person submits 10 assignments, right? So what is the total marks that he gets? And this is the maximum marks. For example, the sum of the maximum marks in each of the assignments, right? And here the total number of assignments is equals to 1 because there has been an assignment uploaded by the instructor. For example, uh, if I log into the instructor account um, for that particular course, faculty, right? So this is the assignment, right? Assignment section. So as you can see that we have already created three assignments, and one of them is for this CS2003, right? This one. So when we click on the assignment, we are presented with the maximum number of marks for which the particular assignment is given, the question for which you need to solve the assignment, and we can upload a file to as a part of our submission. For example, here we have been given that we have to write a 300-word essay, right? So we can write an essay into a doc file or a PDF file, and then we can just upload the file here, right? And submit. The file has been successfully submitted. If we try to upload a file again, for example, um, this same file again, we try to upload it, it gives us an error message that a previous submission already exists for a given assignment, right? So this helps in controlling the uh, repeated submissions for a particular assignment. Also, there is a quiz section. For example, if you click on a quiz, we are presented with multiple questions, and for each of the questions, we are presented with four options, right? Out of which one is the correct option. For example, here the success message notifies us that the progress has been saved to the database, right? So once we have completed a quiz, we can see the result by going back to that quiz. The result has been like when we try to create a quiz, the system asks us for a correct option and the four options that we need to present to the user, right? So once we have completed the quiz, the system compares all the answers with the given answers in the system and gives us a feedback of what was the opted option and what was the correct option, right? And evaluates our score based on the given answer, right? So this was the functionality on the student's side, and for the teacher's side, for example, we can create a new course by entering a course ID and a course name. Suppose we enter a duplicate course name, course ID, duplicate DBMS. So it should give us an error. Course ID already exists. Try with a different ID, right? Instructor can create as many courses as he likes. Assignment section has many assignments. We can create a new assignment by giving the assignment number in a particular course and the maximum mark for which the assignment would be, right? And we can write about the assignment question here, right? And there is the quizzes section. We can create a new quiz by entering the, for example, for CS2003, I'm creating quiz number 3, right? There were two quizzes. There were two, no? Yeah. So what would be the quiz name? Quiz 3 for demo purposes, right? And save. So each time we want to add, like there are 10 questions by default which are given to us, and we need to enter a question into each of the fields and present the and enter 4 options, for example, out of which one would be selected by the user, and which one would be a correct option should be entered here, right? So that was the quiz section and the assignment section. And for the course section, we can also delete a course by clicking right one here, right? All the data related to that particular course would be deleted at once, right? So talking about the database, let's just look at the database. So let me organize the database. Right. So as you can see, the information related to a particular student, for example, the roll number, the first name, last name, email, and password are stored into the students table, right? And similarly, we have a instructors table, right? The roll number and the email are the primary key. For a particular course, how many students are there? Like for CS2003, how many? Who are the students who have enrolled into that particular course? We have created a table called course students. And similarly, we have a courses table. Like we are referring to the courses table using a foreign key, which stores the course name, instructor ID, and the course ID. Right. As you can see, we have heavily normalized the database so as to maintain the DBMS properties that we have studied into our coursework. We also have the assignments table. For example, whenever the instructor creates a quiz and the assignment, it's stored into this table, and all the submissions that a student makes are stored into the assignment files. Right? We are using the assignment ID as a foreign key and the primary key in both the tables, so as to refer to the which of the assignment the particular instruction. I'm sorry, a particular submission has been made. And the similar concept is used for the quizzes section, right? We can create a quiz right here. Now we can see that in the assignment section, we only have a single question, right? But in a particular quiz, we can have as many questions as we like. So we have created a questions table. This would act as a question bank. For example, there are multiple questions in multiple subjects. So we can classify the we can store all the questions into this question table, and that would act as a question bank. And we can use the quiz ID, like refer to the quiz ID using the question table, right? And all the answers that a particular student makes, for example, all the correct answers are stored into this result section, right? So if a particular student makes a correct, like whatever guess he takes for a particular question is stored into this table after processing the data, right? And this is the overall design of our database. So that was my mini project to learn the basic concepts of React, Node.js, and MySQL. Also, we have encrypted all the passwords using bcrypt. As you can see in the students table, you can see that all the passwords have been converted to hash and then stored into the database. This has been done to ensure security from our part into the database. And the number of rounds of hashing that has been done is equal to 10. For example, we generated salt based on 10 rounds of hashing, and based on that, we have created this particular hash. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.